Dr. Temperance Brennan was seated on the floor of her office at the Jeffersonian in Washington, D.C. The forensic anthropologist was surrounded by several boxes, each of which contained the unidentified remains of a soldier from World War I. She held a clipboard in her lap as she examined the bones of each person, comparing them to their medical records of the missing soldiers. Brennan had so far identified 7 of the nameless men. Her best friend, Angela Montenegro, had just left, trying to persuade Brennan to go to a club with her for a drink and fun. Brennan declined the offer, telling Angela that the soldiers were more important than getting a drink and having fun. So now it was late. Everyone had gone home, with the exception of Brennan and a handful of security guards. Brennan was writing a name on a card, having identified another soldier, placed it in the box. They set the containers aside, leaning for the next set of bones. The only audible sound in the office was a scratching of the pen against paper. A strange wheezing sound filled the air. Brennan looked around her, trying to locate the source of the sound. Not finding it, she stood up and walked out of the door to her office. When she left the room, she halted as a blue box had just materialized onto the platform in the middle of the room. Brennan's jaw dropped as a man stepped out of the box, turned around to lock it behind him. When he faced away from the box, Brennan couldn't help but see his floppy hair, wore a blue bow tie around his neck, and a tweed jacket. The forensic anthropologist thought he was rather handsome, that his facial profile was striking. The man surveyed his surroundings, taking a few steps forward. Brennan also walked forward towards the platform, calling out to the strange man, "What the hell are you doing here? How did you get up there without a card?" She stopped short of a few steps, watching the man in the bow tie grinned. He pulled out a strange gold-black, white, and green rod, which he pointed to the security system. The rod made a loud, high-pitched sound, and Brennan winced at a little. The system emitted the sound it did when someone steps, joining Brennan at the feet of the stairs. Brennan stared at him. "How did you get past the security system? What is that rod?" The man held up the rod, looked at it, then back to Brennan. "Oh, this? This is a sonic screwdriver." He pressed the button on the side, making it emit the sound again. "See? Sonic." Brennan looked skeptical and crossed her arms. "There's no such thing as a sonic screwdriver." "Of course there's such thing as a sonic screwdriver. It's right here, isn't it? You just don't know about sonic screwdrivers." The unusual man grinned. "I'm the doctor, by the way. Just the doctor. Where are we? Earth, right? It looks like Earth. Yes. Must be Earth. What year is it?" the doctor said at a rapid. And Brennan just stared, her mouth agape. Of course it's Earth. Where else would it be? It's 2006, she said slowly, regaining her composure. "We are in Washington, D.C. Inside the Jeffersonian. How could you not know that?" The doctor started to walk away, seeming to want to look around the lab. Brennan stood rooted in the spot for the moment before joggling after the Time Lord. "How could you not know where you are or what year it is?" Brennan inquired. They had reached Angela's office, and the doctor was inspecting her computer system. "Very interesting. Quite advanced for 2006. Sorry, were you saying something?" He straightened up and turned back to Brennan before scanning the computer with the sonic screwdriver. Brennan sighed. "How could you not know where you are or what year this is?" She gestured to their surroundings. "I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The doctor straightened his bow tie and pulled out a label on his jacket. I'm a time traveler. That blue box, that's the TARDIS. She's a time machine and a spaceship. He looked and glanced at the screwdriver before placing it inside the between jacket. Time travel, it's scientifically impossible. It just can't happen. What's a TARDIS anyway? The doctor merely grinned at her as he sat at Angela's desk chair. Why, of course time travel is possible. Time and relativity dimensions in space. That's her full name. Humans, so narrow-minded. Sometimes. He sighed, bouncing back off the chair, and strode out of the room. Approaching the platform, he took a sonic screwdriver, pointed at the security system again. Brennan was right behind him, nearly bursting from all the questions she had. Wait, stop. What's going on? I mean, what do you mean humans? She talked. You're talking like you aren't human. You are human, aren't you? Brennan nearly ran into the Time Lord when he suddenly stopped and whirled around. No. I'm not human. I'm a Time Lord. Nearly 1,103 years old. He smiled as he looked on her face. Stubbornly, the Anthropologist crossed her arms. You couldn't be anything other than a human. There's no such thing as alien life forms, and anyway, how can you be nearly 1,103 years old? You look 25. It's not possible. She browed further. You're Dr. Temperance Brennan, aren't you? The famous forensic anthropologist. I've heard about you before. Brilliant woman, identifying the dead and solving their murders. And an author, no less. I'm a Time Lord, from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation Castor-Boreas. 30,000 light years away from Earth, I traveled around in a blue police box called the TARDIS, saving the whole civilization, planet from destruction. I am the Doctor, last of the Time Lords, he declared. He turned from Brennan and went to unlock the door. The Time Lord hesitated for a moment before turning back to her. He grinned at her. Come with me. That was all he said. I'm sorry. What? Brennan couldn't believe what she was hearing. This strange man was asking her to come with him to who knows where. I said, come with me. Before she could stop herself, Brennan whispered, Yes, I will come with you. Raising her voice, Doctor, I will come with you. Why did I just say that? I'm agreeing to go with a complete stranger with a blue box who claims he's an alien and travels in time. What am I getting myself into? Brennan thought. The doctor's face lit up. Well, come on, Brendan. Oh, never mind. That doesn't sound right. I'll think of something, eventually. He turned back to the door. Instead of snapping his fingers, the doors of the TARDIS opened, and a bright light came flooding out. He bounded inside the box, and Brennan followed him inside. Barely inside the door, she halted, gasped as she ran out, circled the box, and feeling the panels of the woods, affirming the size. She went back in, the doctor just standing at the console on the platform in the center of the room. He smiled knowingly. It's bigger on the inside. How is that possible? No, it's improbable, the anthropologist stuttered. For once, she was at a loss of words. She spun around slowly, trying to take everything in. The TARDIS hummed gently. And she did this. I was in my office. It's late. Tell me, am I dreaming? The doctor laughed. No, you're not. Not really. This is real. He circled around the console, pressing several buttons, and pulled a few levers. Brennan slowly walked up to the stairs, still in a daze. So, Dr. Brennan, are you ready to see the universe?